Let's get going then, because Toby's got work today, so he's got to get all. Does your dad make you shave before you go to work?
No, why would he do that?
He should. He should run a strict business over there and be like,
Dude, it's
listen,
very
you
laid
need
back.
to.
We go there, we drink coffee, we sit down, we chat,
So that's the problem. So basically,
then we start working.
you went from doing nothing at your house to doing nothing at your dad's house. What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 51 of the Geekcast. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by my good friend from the UK, Toby. What is up?
That's right, I'm your good friend.
You're my friend that always sticks by me, shows up for the show.
Not last week, though.
Well, last week was different, you know.
Yeah.
That's because
Excuses.
my good friend Mike Drummy had a birthday, and you went to it. And
He's my good friend first.
I like Mike.
You're an acquaintance.
I think I'm a little bit more.
You need to build up the friendship over time.
Every time we play GTA, I'm always on his team, so stop it.
You were look, in that video I published.
Mm-hmm.
You were calling him all sorts of swear words.
Yeah, but he likes that.
Emulated a game.
Because he likes that. He likes when I yell at him.
Yeah.
He thinks it's cute.
I like it too, boy.
And we are also joined by my other good friend from Ireland, from Nintendo Impact Gaming, Barry Dunne. What's up, Barry?
Hello, Bobby. How are you?
Very good, very good. I've been trying to get Barry on for a couple weeks now, and he's been brushing me off. So this is good that he finally gets.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Slippery Irishman.
Exactly, man. It's like, come on. Well, I tried before that, but, you know, it's like the past couple of weeks I was like, all right, Barry, come on, I need you now. And
Here's a
like,
fact. The first person ever from Ireland to have a tan.
oh, that's true. That's true.
I look more Irish than you.
Yeah, you do.
So we are going to kick this episode off like we do each and every episode with our Geek Outs. Toby, I'll throw it to you first. What are you geeking out about?
Right. Well, I had a tough time deciding this week. Normally I'm struggling to find stuff to geek out about, but I pin it down to one, though, which is Summer Games Done Quick.
Okay.
Which is the charity live stream that happens every year. They do there's several different variations of it, but this is the summer version where I think it's like a week long. It's constant live streams of people speed running games for charity, and it's just really awesome to see.
You love watching speed running anyway, so that's right up your alley. Is there anything in particular that you watch that you're like into, like that you want to shout out to? Like,
well, I really enjoyed the Link Between Worlds speed run. That was one of the early ones.
Oh, really?
I encourage people to check that out because it's just so interesting the way they tackle the dungeons, because you can do them in any order you like.
Yes.
And it's just cool to see how they manipulate that choice and how they use glitches to get to certain dungeons without having certain items and stuff. So.
That's cool. I definitely got to check that out. Barry, what are you geeking out about this week?
Yeah, I'm geeking out about Faye from Sun Games. I just think it's an amazing game. Like, I still think about it, since it was, I guess, like, re-revealed at E3.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, me and you kind of saw the kind of official reveal from Zoink.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I was blown away when I saw that the first time. I was just like, when Klaus was talking about it to us, I was like, I don't know what he's talking about here. Like, he was being real cryptic in his talk, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden he was just like, you guys want to see this? And we were like, okay, yeah. And then he like kind of kicked us out of the game. We were still there on the Twitch stream, but he kind of kicked us out of the game. And then next thing I know, he's like unveiling, and I was just like in awe. That thing was gorgeous. So yeah, it was you, me, and Mark Carabin from the Warp Whistle podcast, us three, along with Klaus from Zoink Games. I was shocked to see Klaus walk on the stage, with EA at E3. I was just like. My wife was like, because kind of when I'm not really into the conference, like EA is not a big one for me. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like odd. It's I watch it to watch it, but I wasn't really into it. This conference this year for EA was real weird, and so I'm looking at my phone and they say Klaus, and I don't even pay attention to it, and I'm just still doing. My wife's like, "Isn't it Klaus?" And I was like, I look at her and I go, Oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
So it was good stuff. It was good to see him there. I was shocked. I was like, this is awesome. So
It was cool, and I was saying to Karina like, this is old news. I knew about this game a year ago. Like, it was cool because we're such like we're not big industry veterans or anything. We're not part of big publications, and we got to see this game in a very early state, and it was just really cool of them to do that.
now you've played it, right, Barry?
Yeah, yeah. Like some games, they give me permission to kind of like to have the official reveal on my channel. Like I've done about 10 minutes gameplay and just the experience. Like there's no voice acting whatsoever at all, and the game works through sound and stuff. So like if you're flying through the air and stuff, the sound differs compared to when you're on the ground and that.
Gotcha.
Like even enemies is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never really went through to unlock it to get it. What exactly, just for if someone wants to do this, what are the steps they need to do in order to unlock it? Do you remember?
There's there's some secret path. If I can, what is it, like the 6th level or something? There's a secret path you have to get to.
Yes.
And when you get through that, you unlock this level. But after the level's over, like the whole point of the level is like they're kind of like drugged up, whatever way it kind of works in the game. They're like phased out or something, and then it goes back to the normal game as such. But you can go back into it after as many times as you want.
Gotcha. So yeah, and the game we're talking about is Zombie Vikings. So when you're playing Zombie Vikings, Barry, and that sounds vaguely correct. I believe it's level 6, like Barry's saying. You go in, you beat it. Now not every level, but most of the levels have like alternate ways to go through, and you can unlock like secrets within each level. Sometimes it takes you to a bonus game, new weapons, things like that. This is like an alternate route to exit the game. So when you go through, it unlocks Faye, and then you can play the demo actually that you saw in E3. So I encourage anybody that has that game. If you don't have the game, go get it. The game is awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely fun to play with friends, unless you're playing with Toby, because Toby likes to cheat.
Yeah, you get annoyed because I nickel your gold.
I know, man. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm killing enemies. I'm like, where's Toby at? He's over there picking up gold and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So, what am I geeking out about? I got so many things I'm geeking out about. That's what's crazy.
Splatoon, obviously, with your t-shirt.
Well, dude, these two here are just phenomenal. Callie and Marie, Amiibo.
This is my bae.
Dude, these are so well done, really. Yeah. And like, I was looking at them before the podcast because I really didn't look at them. I just opened them this morning, and I love that they didn't I've said this from the beginning. Like the Splatoon Amiibo, even the 3-pack that was before, just are so well done. And this one, like, you realize like there's no stands, but like they're leaning up against the ink splatters that are coming up off the ground. They just look really cool. And then like with Callie, like her one tentacle that's coming down is locked into this pink ink, and then her foot's locked in, and it's just so awesome how they did that. Now, I used them this morning to try to like see what they did, and it basically turns the level into Splatfest. Yeah. So the hub world switches to Splatfest, and you can pick songs to play, and then they'll just sing the songs. They'll perform the song. So it's kind of like a concert, like a mini concert, which is kind of cool. This is going to be the final Splatfest coming up, and what I like about Splatfest is I like how everything glows and it's just like all lit up and it's a different way. I'm upset that this will be the final Splatfest just because I do like playing in the levels, it being dark and it's all neon. It just feels different. The one thing I don't like about playing on Splatfest is you just can't play with your friends. So it's like you can't link up with your friends and play. So that kind of stinks. But this is kind of cool, like a little substitution, so to speak. Gives you that vibe, that feel, because that part I like too, like the way it's like a concert, you know what I mean? Like there's all these little inklings and stuff dancing around and stuff, and everything's lit up in neon. It's pretty cool what they did. What we are playing, Tobes, what are you playing?
Well, I've been playing a lot of GTA
Oh, good
this
God.
week because this weekend we're getting together and we're having a gaming night. So all week I've been creating new races, and plus we're looking forward to the new Cunning Stunts update that's coming out on Tuesday, which is crazy, like tubes in the sky and all these different like ramps and stuff. Like it really sort of changes the way the races are played, and there's new cars and everything. So really excited about that. But I've also been going back and playing a really old school Plants vs Zombies, which was a DSiWare game back on the DS, and I've transferred it to my 3DS and from one 3DS to another 3DS. So like you bring the games with you as you go, and it's just been sitting on my home screen for years now, and I thought I'll bust that out again, and it's just so addictive. Like I can't put it down. Just the original Plants vs Zombies on DS with touchscreen, and I love it, and it just really makes me wish that they ported Plants vs Zombies 2 to console, because it's just a mobile game at the moment.
Yeah, the second one, I loved the first one. I had it on my iPhone. I loved it, and then the second one, I bought it, and I was like, this sucks, because it's very heavily into they want you to buy stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's one of those free to play things where it's like in order to advance through the game, you got to buy stuff, and it's like. The original Plants vs. Zombie, you could legitimately get through the entire game without buying anything.
Yeah, I mean, you still can do it. I mean, they have updated the game a lot. I've been watching someone Let's Play Plants vs Zombies 2, and like they do talk about a lot of the updates that have happened and balancing of plants and stuff. So, and they haven't. I think they might have bought one plant throughout the whole playthrough. So,
I would love that though. I would love if they did because for me, a game like that. I'm willing to drop $20-$30 on it and just pay once and be done with it. And they should offer that different option. Like for the people that don't want to pay anything at all, let them go that route. But for us that play games a lot and we're used to paying that, that premium up front and knowing that you're not going to have to keep getting nickeled and dimed, I would rather do that.
Yeah, and having the touchscreen, I know that the 3DS isn't HD, but I still think it would look good on it. I mean, the original Plants vs. Zombies. It looks okay. You can tell it's downgraded a lot. It was a DSiWare game, so obviously it wasn't very high res to begin with. But it's definitely playable and it's very fun.
I agree. Barry, what are you playing?
Now, I'm not going to say the obvious answer that we talked about earlier on, but no, we've been playing Minecraft, I guess, on Wii U, pretty much. But just like even see the battle mode in the mini games.
I've been wanting to play that.
Yeah, it's okay. See, what annoys me as well, like, I know that there's no kind of team deathmatch as such. I'm sure the people at Mojang will release it later on down the line some way. But people tend to kind of gang up on you.
Oh.
Yeah. And it gets annoying.
So wait a minute. So let me understand this. So basically, what it is the match starts. There's some treasure chests in the middle. You run to the treasure chests. Open up as many as you possibly
can. Like Hunger Games.
Yeah, and then you get weapons and stuff, then you kind of like back up away, and you start to like hunt people and kill them, correct?
Yeah. It's just set match, but you just go crazy, kill each other until the last person stands.
But you're saying that people what can friends join together?
Yeah, you can do like a online, match, a private match, and then you can make your own public match if you want it.
Okay.
But people can just talk to each other freely, no problem, gotcha. And you can just gang up on each other if you wanted to, until the last kind of 2 or 3 people kill each other, whatever way it is like.
Yeah, that kind of stings. But I guess it is what it is. I mean, it's
yeah.
But I like the concept. I like what they're doing with it. I thought that was kind of cool when they introduced that. I like the Mario theme. I don't like the music though. I wish that you could change the music.
Yeah.
It just doesn't fit. Like,
can't you just put the record tracks in those music blocks?
It's all. I think that it's Mario themed.
So it's all Mario themed.
It's all Mario, yeah. And it's weird. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Mario music, but it's just like when you're playing Minecraft, there's something about that music that's just kind of like hypnotic, and it's just like you get in and you start digging and mining, and you kind of get lost in what you're doing because the music really matches what you're doing.
You know what you need to do is just turn the volume down on the music and then just go to YouTube and get like
Yeah,
a
but you
10-hour.
can't. You know that. You can't do that because you're playing survival mode, dude. You can't hear stuff coming up on you.
You know, I'm not, you can. I'm sure the music and the sound effects are different volume bars, right?
Oh, you know what? I never
I
thought of
know
that. Yeah.
see in the Mario skin pack in the world, you can actually get music to unlock. But in that music is actually C4's music, so you can play that on a record player on a level.
Oh, you can do
Yeah,
that.
see, that's what I was saying. It's brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you walk away, it kind of fades away, and then it goes
Yeah.
back into the Mario
Oh,
music.
right. Yeah.
So
So you
that's
can,
pretty annoying.
you can just put a bunch of record players all over the place, all over the world,
Yeah.
and just play them. But it is cool. Like when you go
Yeah.
into that theme, it's like insane.
So
It is-
what have you actually built with the Mario blocks? Have you done anything cool yet? Or
I haven't played it that way. Like I haven't gone in and actually built anything in the
Right.
world. But they have a world that's already built,
yeah.
and you run around, and it's got everything, dude. At one point, because I went in and at first I went in survival, and I was like, yeah, this is garbage because I'm getting killed, I'm getting taken out, and I can't figure out what's going on. I don't want to play this way. So I went into creator mode so I could fly. Dude, there is stuff out there that is just insane. There's airships, like Bowser's airships are up in the
Really?
sky.
Wow.
Oh, dude, and they're like fully scaled, built. You can go in them. Like it is insane. And then they have like, what is it in Super Mario World, where the Bowser skull is like kind of sticking up out of the water with the rocks around it.
Yeah.
They
that's
have
it.
that built
Yeah, I love that.
full 3D. Like you can go into the mouth and all that stuff. And then in one section you fly up and you look down, and when you look down at the world from up in the air, it's Super Mario Bros. 3, the world map.
Wow, that's cool. That is.
Dude, it is. You as a Mario fan, and you like Minecraft too, but you as a Mario fan would be in love with this game. Seriously, I think that you would like the touches of detail is just insane. The stuff that they have, and it's like, full 3D sculpts of like Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Princess Peach. Like you remember the ones that I did that were like 8-bit, just flat. These are full Mario sculpts. Like you go all around it, and then at night they light up. Oh, it is insane.
Yeah.
And I
have to get it.
I look at that and I go, I want Zelda. I want Animal Crossing.
Oh man,
I'd
I'd be all over it if it was Zelda themed, because I love
feel
Zelda
like-
more than Mario. But
I feel like that game fits Zelda perfectly as it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
years ago, somebody made like one of those custom maps where they basically remade Ocarina of Time,
Oh my God.
and you could go through and go through these dungeons and get keys and stuff. So, and it was cool. So
It would be cool to like, and I know you could do it, but to figure it out, like to rebuild the original Zelda. I mean, it would probably take you
somebody
forever.
has done that. I'm sure they've done that.
I'm sure they have, but the problem is, how do you go find it? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're on a computer. Yeah, but it isn't like, like with us, we play on the PS4, so it isn't like I can just go into somebody's world.
Yeah, I
can
think that sort of stuff's really for PC gamers.
Yeah, it's for PC. So, but I would love that, to like just be able to build a world that's, it would make you feel like you're playing, the original Zelda, but like it wouldn't be top down. It would just be like 3D. Turn it into 3D. That'd be pretty cool. Myself, I played a little bit of Splatoon this morning. I picked my teams for the Splatfest and all that. I started playing a couple levels.
Who did you choose?
I took Marie. Callie's. She's a jerk. No, I took Marie. I like Marie. I don't know why. I just whatever. And then because it's weird. I think the reason why I took her is because 90% of the time when I did the Splatfests, I was always picking her pick. So it was just like, I'm gonna stick with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had like an affinity with her.
Yeah, exactly. Still playing some Tokyo Mirage Sessions. That game is so good. So good, man. I was not expecting it to get as good as it was, and especially with like the first couple of hours was like real slow, and I was like, oh, this is bad. This game is gonna be horrible. And then all of a sudden it just like click, boom, done, and it got awesome. Like it's just so much fun. So I really love that game. Like, I really recommend that to anybody to go get it and play it. That's it. I played a little bit of GTA with you guys, but that's it. When are you guys playing GTA again?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
night? Sorry, tonight.
I don't know if I can.
Why not? What are you doing?
I got to paint, man. Working on the game room. Miguel's coming over.
Oh, Miguel.
Miguel's coming over. We're going to try to paint this room, get it done, and then it's all starting to hang stuff up and get the TVs hooked up and all that stuff. So the fun stuff begins. All right, so kind of our first topic, and Barry, just bear with us for a second here, but we kind of...
Thanks.
Next week is our 1-year anniversary. So we've been doing this for 52 weeks. We've never missed an episode in any of those weeks, and which is a testament, I think, because it's just strange how we just find a way to keep putting it out every week, week after week, and coming back and doing this over and over again.
I think a lot of that is thanks to all the guests that we have on last minute, like people filling in, like Sean Capri and yourself, Barry. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that helps because a lot of times, like, when people just, when people, their schedules conflict and they can't come on, especially like me, like I was consistently, like, during the holidays, I was having to move the show around a little bit. Like, obviously it still airs the same time for people, so it doesn't seem like it's missing anything. But like when I have to move the show from like recording on Saturday to record on Sunday and all that stuff, and through all of Alan's technical difficulties and stuff, it's just amazing. And his roommate constantly screaming at him and stuff, like it's amazing. But so what I would like to do is, and what we're going to do is, we'll start promoting it this week, Toby, is we're going to do a live episode next week.
I'm scared.
So we'll actually...
People can mock us live.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll actually record live, but we're going to go a little bit later than normal, so that way more people can be involved in this. So what I wanted to know to you is, like, what's a good time? Because you can't go too late, obviously.
No, I mean...
But...
you're like 5 hours behind, right?
Yeah.
So you can't. If I say 8 o'clock, that's not late for you, is it?
Yeah, but it's 3, which is not bad. You're
going to be sitting there sipping your whiskey at 3 o'clock.
I don't care about that. I can care less. Someone's got to right the ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
You'll be all sloshed out, and But so, do you want to do that? You want to do 8 p.m. your time?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so that would be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then 8 p.m. UK time. And then what we'll do is we'll promote it, we'll put it out there, and then like 2 people will show up, and we'll just, we'll do our normal episode.
Yeah.
But the kicker is this. This is one thing extra that I wanted to throw at you. The following week, I want to do a podcast, like our mid-year Game of the Year thing, but I want to do it with all the people that I podcast with. So what I want to do is I want to have Mark Carabin and Joe Candelora from Ink Strike. I already talked to Mark. Mark's on board, and then Sean Capri, since we do If We Ran Nintendo, he's on board, and then the Geekcast obviously would be there.
Full house.
Yeah, full house. So, but we'll just talk about like what games at this point do we feel like is our game of the year, and kind of have discussions about it and such and all that. So
I think there's a clear winner. I think everyone's going to agree.
You think?
I'm not going to say what it is, but
I disagree. Already, I disagree because I know what you're thinking, and I'm not even going there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even going there.
Interesting.
Let me guess. I'm not going to name names. You're probably going to a Sony platform.
Possibly.
Okay, and I'm not. So there
You're
we
not.
go.
Ah, damn.
So I'm going totally different.
Well, actually, two of my favourite games this year have been on PS4.
And I know which they, because you play so many games, so it's very easy to pick one.
Well, one of them I think I know already. So
he plays. Well, GTA isn't Game of the Year, so eliminate that one. That can't be
forget
talked
about that. It has to have come out this year. So
it hasn't come out this year.
And GTA the first letter begins with U.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I that predictable?
Pretty much. But Toby's game of the year for his entire life would be GTA if we gave him that option.
Game of the universe.
GTA 3 is much better than GTA 5, I think, overall.
There's no motorbikes. GTA 3.
So, but it was like the first time it made it like an impact on a big 3D world, I think.
Well, yeah, but like you look at what they did with this one, I gotta tell you, this game was phenomenal. This game was, it's the first GTA that I actually played through completion. It kept me that intrigued and that into the storyline and all that, and like playing the 3 characters and all that. I thought that was awesome. The world is massive, like it is huge, and the fact that it never stops. Like that was the thing with 3. Like they blocked off areas. You can only go so far, and then, but this you can go anywhere you want to go, and you're going up in the woods, the backwoods and stuff, and there's like these little trails and stuff, and sometimes you get out there and it's like, dude, how do I get back?
To me, it's the reason I love GTA so much is because every time we get together and play it, we always find something new and fun to do, whether it's something that somebody's created or whether it's just messing about in the open world. There's just always something different that we end up doing, and I've never experienced a game that's like that.
Okay, so Pokemon Go. Now, I know, Toby, you haven't really messed with this and all that. Have you ever played Pokemon games before?
Yeah, I played Pokemon Yellow a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it out there yet for you guys?
I don't know. Probably not.
It's not yet?
No.
See, now, the other day, Iggy was playing it. He must have downloaded it.
You can download it for Android, no problem, anywhere online.
Oh, it's iOS that's having the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I saw, just a quick news flash, right? Yeah. Somebody found a dead body whilst playing Pokemon Go.
I saw that yesterday. Miguel sent me the text it's an article from Kotaku, and they were saying to somebody, and I'm like, dude, yeah, because the game actually gets you out in the world, like actually legitimately going out. Like yesterday, I was like walking around my neighborhood a little bit, and like I don't ever leave the house. Like I'm basically like. The only time I leave the house is to go to work, maybe go to the store. That's it. I'm like a shut-in. And I'm actually like going out, walking the neighborhood and stuff, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is nuts. And like yesterday at lunch, my coworker, we start talking about it, and I'm like, I told him about it the day before, and then when he was out, because he lives by where we work, he's like, dude, I found like a gym and like a Pokemon center. And I was like, dude, we're going on lunch break. Lunch break, we're going. And he's like, okay. So all before lunch, we're running around the warehouse, and we're finding Pokemon. And we're like trying to level them up and get them strong and all this stuff. So just as we're getting ready to go to the gym, the servers go down. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I'm like, okay. So we had someplace else we had to go. Like, let's just go there first, do what we got to do there. Then we'll come back. Hopefully the servers will be up by then. And they did. Servers went up by the time we got there. We get there, and there's a park down the street from work. And there's a monument in the middle of the park, and that's where the gym was. So we pull up real quick, we park on the side of the street, jump out, run up to the monument, and we start thinking we know what we're doing. We're clueless. We start battling in the gym, and I get smoked, like, quick. And I lose all my Pokemon. And I'm like, what the hell? So they do give you, like, revive and potions and stuff. So I was like, all right, I didn't really know what I was doing that first time. Let me revive all my Pokemon that died and give them potions, get them back up to snuff. So I do go back in and battle again. This time I get further in it, but I lose them all again. Now I'm pissed. And I'm like, this is nonsense. I revive them all again, give them potions, go back in, lose them all again. I'm like, dude, I got no Pokemon now. I'm like running around.
Clearly.
Yeah, I'm like running around with everybody dead. But I was able to revive some of my bigger ones and all that stuff later on. But I think this game is definitely, first off, it's just awesome that it's actually getting people out and experiencing the world.
They're not experiencing the world, Bobby. They're walking around, not looking where they're walking.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Phone.
Well, obviously they know.
I've seen videos of people just walking in circles, looking at their phone. Like that's.
It's fun.
It's dangerous. People are gonna get run over.
Let you stop. Go get it. When it comes out, you need to get it and try it. Because I promise you, dude, my wife wants to get it, and she don't play any of that stuff. and she's like, all my friends on Facebook are talking about it, and they're all playing it. I want to play it, and it's got the buzz, man. I think for me, it's definitely gonna crush Miitomo in terms of like longevity.
Definitely.
And what I like about it is they didn't give us everything that's available in a Pokemon game off the start. Like you can't trade, you can't battle people right away. But the nice thing is like that's all stuff that they can start adding later on to like you get out now, you're starting to learn what you're doing now. Hopefully they just don't wait too long to do that. But it was funny. You'll appreciate this because you know Miguel, Toby. But Miguel's texting me all the night before, and he's screaming because the servers were down. And I'm like, dude, calm down, man. And it's like late at night, and he's still texting me that he's upset that he can't. And I'm like, Miguel, stop. Just calm down, man. It's like, relax, right? So 5 o'clock in the morning, my phone starts going off. He's running around the woods behind his house.
No way.
Yeah. Going through the woods, he's texting me. He caught a Pikachu. He caught all this stuff. He's flipping out. I'm like, dude, you're nuts. So then I come home from work last night, and he texts me, and he's like, tell me what time. He's like, did you get home yet? And I'm like, yeah, I'm home. And he's like, do you want to go out hunt Pokemon and stuff? And I'm like, dude, I got to paint. I can't do this right now. I'm like, but he's like, he's hooked. It's out of control. Like, it is bad. And, like, he's running around the gyms, and he was yelling at me when I lost all my Pokemon. He's like, you're stupid. Why didn't you wait for me? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But at the end of the day, I feel like this game is going to be the game that really helps Nintendo learn what mobile's all about.
Nintendo stock jumped 10% because of Pokemon Go.
Did it really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Insane.
And they're not, and let's be honest, they only have a small stake in this. It's not like they have a big stake in Pokemon. Like,
well, they do have a big stake in it. They own like a third of it or something, but
yeah, but that's still like in the grand scheme of things, it's not true. They don't have. They've kind of always been hands off with this franchise, and like you got Pokemon Company, you go do what you want to do with it, and we'll support you, but you guys have total control of this, and that's what I mean by that. Like they don't have much say-so over, and that's their own doing, which is good. It's good to see. So for when people look at it and go like, "Oh, Nintendo's doing this," no, not really, not really. It's more Pokemon Company in control of this, but Nintendo does have stake in it, and they do well with it. But that's astounding to hear that their stock jumped that much. Which if they do, what I like about it and what I'm excited about is like, I look at what Pokemon Company's been doing, because they've been doing other games as well, Pokemon Shuffle and all them other ones. They seem like they got their finger more on the pulse when it comes to mobile gaming and how to do it right. I'm just hoping that Nintendo is taking notes with all this, so when the future games hit, they're just as good, you know, because Miitomo was just a hot mess, and that was just, I think all
Miitomo is I loved it at first. I was addicted to it every day for about a month, and then all of a sudden I just got bored of it and I stopped playing it, and then just deleted it. I don't care about it anymore. It's old news. But I think that's just how a lot of mobile games work. I mean, obviously some of them have a much longer lifespan than that, but I think mobile games are just, in their very nature, they're quite throwaway. I mean, I'm sure people would argue otherwise, but
now
to me that's what they are.
Now Tony, you know, we go to Disney and stuff every year, and she's on this Disney boards thing, and she went on there, and I guess it's a thread that people are like Pokemon Go and Disney, and they said that people are walking around the parks with their phones out and stuff, like going through. It's crazy, man. It's gonna be. You're gonna start seeing stuff.
You know what? Nintendo needs to do something similar to Street Pass with mobile phones.
Absolutely.
Because if that was a thing, that you were just walking around and your phone was constantly connecting to other people's phones, and you got Nintendo stuff like puzzle pieces and all that nonsense, like, I'd love that, because then, because you know, your 3DS is quite bulky. A lot of the time when I go out places, I don't bother taking it because, you know, it's going to take up room in my wife's handbag and stuff, and and it's like, she gets annoyed. But if it was my phone in my pocket, then that'd be brilliant. I'd be getting like Nintendo stuff all the time. So.
Barry, what about you? Do you intend on getting this game? Like, are you a Pokemon fan, or where are you at with this?
Yeah, well, I actually got it today. I got it online on some website. But
Okay.
but one word describes Pokemon Go for me, and that's fitness. If I'm correct, like I just think it's the smartest thing that Nintendo has done as a fitness app in a
Yeah.
long time, because it's actually getting people to move like away from the house and actually go
Yeah.
walking and stuff.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Because, like I said, I don't look, dude. I'm not the pillar of fitness that people expect, and they look at me. They look at me and they go, "Dude, that guy's got it all together." But I assure you, I don't. You know what I mean? And so, for me to get out and go do stuff like it's crazy, and I'm loving it. It's a lot of fun. I think it's going to be really definitely, and I agree because there is even there's an achievement that like if you walk 13 kilometers or something like that, like you get a trophy or an achievement for it. So
Oh, cool.
they have stuff in there for like if you travel distances and do stuff. So and with those achievements come different little things like potions and things like that sometimes. So it's going to make people get out and do stuff. But I think it's just cool. And I'm kind of curious to see what they do when they do the events, because they're going to have the events where like you go somewhere and a bunch of people can battle,
Hmm.
like a Mewtwo or something like that. Like that would be
Yeah.
that's going to be cool when they get into that stuff. It's going to be awesome. Um, all right, so another topic, and you know what? I want to make sure I word this properly because I couldn't remember exactly what I had. And as I'm saying that, I opened my phone up and I got text messages from my guy at work telling me about Pokemon Go, and he's like, he went to, he went to a place near us called Ocean City. It's a boardwalk. He's like, Ocean City is a gold mine. Every corner they have Pokestops and gyms and Pokemon everywhere. It's ridiculous. All right, so if you could go back in time and play any era of games, but you can only do one, you can't pick a bunch of them. So, because I know Toby likes to get it, by the time Toby's done, he'll have played every era of games.
Yeah.
That's why we limit him to one. Which era would you pick and why? And when I say era, I want more. We're going to even go further. I want you to pick one console that you would play. Because I don't want you to say, like, the PS2 era, because we have GameCube and all that stuff. So
I've already got my answer, right? But
Okay.
to me, this question, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, well, I've already experienced most of the gaming eras.
But I want it to be like what, because my thinking is let's talk about your favorite, because that's what is going to make you, because essentially it's going to be like
the most
what do you want to go back to? Like,
yeah,
I mean,
like if I could go back and do anything again with my gaming career, right?
oh, Jesus. Let me guess. PS4, GTA 5.
No, nothing like that. I would go back to the N64 era, because that was a time in my life when I was really like starting to get into games as a kid, and that was really the main time in my life when I played games with my dad. And because my dad plays games now, but he's like World of Tanks on PC, and that's pretty much it. Like, but he used to like stay up late with me and my brother, and we played Mario Kart together and GoldenEye and everything. And because it's such a multiplayer-focused console, you could have 4 people playing at a time, and there's so many great multiplayer games on that console. And there's great single-player games like Ocarina of Time and Banjo-Kazooie, and Banjo-Kazooie is one of my all-time favorite games. And there's just so many great games on the N64, and it's just really nostalgic for me. So if I could go back and relive that, I would, definitely.
You have no interest to go back further?
Well, I was thinking about the SNES, but really, I played SNES a lot, but my memory of playing the SNES as a kid is, a bit foggier than the N64 days. Like my strongest.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Your first gaming console was a SNES?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys started the SNES, then the N64. By the time you hit N64, you were a little bit older.
Yeah.
You were kind of knowing what's going on and all that stuff. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. I like the idea. See, that to me, that's kind of why I want to get into this, because I like I like that story with you and your dad. Like, that's something you have, like a memory of gaming that that you guys have together. Not that this is my console or whatever, but the Atari 2600. Me and my dad used to play. I was a big baseball player when I was a kid. My dad used to coach me a lot of times and would teach me, different things with baseball. So we used to play baseball on the Atari, and every night I would try to play him and this, that, and the other. And then he was like, listen, I guess he was just getting tired of playing because I just want to play every single night. And he's like, look, we're going to do a World Series. Whoever wins is the greatest of all time. That's it. And we did one game a night for seven nights straight, and we would play. And to this day I don't remember who won. I was so little, but just the fact that like it still sticks in my memory of like us doing that every single night for a week, until someone won and was titled the world champion and stuff. So that was that's why I like that memory with you and your dad, because I can see that's kind of cool. I mean, that's stuff that that's neat that your dad played with you and your brother, like Mario Kart and all that stuff.
And even my mum would join in with Mario Kart. She'd always play as Peach. Just a nice family game that we play together.
Well, did you race or did you play battle mode?
We do all of it.
See, battle mode was it, man.
Battle mode was great, yeah.
That battle mode was awesome. Barry, what about you?
It's weird because the SNES was my first console that I played, when I was 3 years old or something, playing Donkey Kong Country. But I'd probably go back to maybe 2007 with the Wii if I was this age right now, just because Super Mario Galaxy, which I believe is the greatest Mario game of all time that I played. Like the whole nostalgia of when the first one came out, Mario Galaxy 1, it was just the most amazing game I've ever played. The feeling of it was just so magical.
I totally get what you're saying with Mario Galaxy. Like, I think everyone will remember where they were, what couch they were sitting on when they were playing Mario Galaxy. Absolutely. It's such a memorable experience.
Absolutely. With the Wii, I was done with gaming. I had hit that point where I was getting ready to get married, and I was like, I'm just too old for this anymore. Like, it's time to become an adult. I need to grow up, get rid of my PS2, get rid of my GameCube. I'm done. I'm not gaming no more. And I went to my brother's house, and they had a Wii. And I was like, they were bowling and stuff, and I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. So when I came home from, my brother lives in North Carolina. When I came home from North Carolina, it was like the first trip Tony and I took together. We were dating at the time. And I was like, this is weird, but I really want to get this. Like, I really want to get a Wii. And she's like, well, get one, And I didn't realize how much she used to game when she was younger. That Christmas, she bought me everything. She bought me the Wii, games, everything. And she got me, because it was 2 years after the launch. It was so hard to get a Wii for the first 2 years. She actually bought one on me from eBay. She paid $500 for the console.
Wow.
I know. And then she bought me Twilight Princess, Galaxy, 2-3 Wiimotes, everything, dude. When I tell you that tree was packed with stuff. That was our first Christmas together, like as a couple, and it was like insanity. And so I played Galaxy, and I remember saying to myself while playing this, I feel like I'm playing a Mario game for the very first time ever. Yeah. It reminded me of playing Mario Brothers on the NES for the very first time. I was like, this is insanity. It was so good. It was so much better to me than Sunshine and all that. And I was like, this is amazing. So I totally get what you're saying, and well, like that. And like Toby says, I remember exactly where I was when I got it, when I played it, all that stuff. It was mind blowing how good it was. For me, it's the SNES, the Super Nintendo. And the reason being is I got it for Christmas. I want to say I was like a sophomore in high school, and it was at that time because I was working. So my mom bought it for me for Christmas, but I was at that age where I didn't have, you had no bills. you're working, but it's not for anything really important. So I'm spending my money on anything I want to spend it on. I don't have anybody going like, you got to pay rent and all that stuff. And I could actually buy whatever I wanted. So I was buying games that I wanted, and I was just enjoying them all. And to me, it was like as good as the NES was, the Super Nintendo was just that. It was super, and it took it up another level, and it took it up to a better thing. So I felt like that was, to me, that was the best era of gaming because it was just everything that came out was just amazing. Link to the Past, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Punch-Out, Super Punch-Out. Like everything was just so much better across the board, and it just got better and better and better and better. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. But I think I also, what's that?
It's so funny to me the way that they just put Super at the start of everything, because it was like taking what we did on the NES and superfying it, making it that much better. It's like it's souped up.
Yes. Yeah. But that's where I also fell. Like I fell in love with role playing games a little bit on the NES with Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior. But man, playing Final Fantasy 2 and 3, which was, I think, 4 and 6 in Japan. But to play them was just, that Final Fantasy 3, 6, whatever, that opera scene and all that stuff was just amazing. And I was blown away playing that stuff. And it was just so good, So that's all my greatest memories of playing as a kid, and I always want to go back to that era. Don't get me wrong, I love the era we're in now. I love gaming now, but that
gaming's different now, though, isn't it?
Very different. It's more. You know what the weird thing is? When we played back then, we just played the games. Now it's like, well, where can I share it? Where can I show that I'm playing? Where can I talk to my friends?
Very social.
Yeah. It's all social gaming now, and it's a different era. It's a different time. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love this era. I love playing in this era. I love the games from this era. But I loved that era differently. Plus, like I said, like the first Mario Kart was on there, and I remember hours of playing with me and my brother and my cousin, like playing battle mode and stuff, and like all that stuff. Like that's, I also like the N64 a lot, but to me it was definitely super. You guys have anything you want to add to that, or are you guys good?
I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think we're alright. Yeah, I could talk ages about N64 games I played, but it's just.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
Well, my favorite single player would be Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
In the N64. Just love that game to bits. Favorite multiplayer has got to be GoldenEye. Perfect Dark, definitely a close second, but GoldenEye is just. There's so many memories with GoldenEye, and even we'd go through single player missions and we'd set little challenges for each other.
That's awesome.
Like one of the main challenges I remember doing was going on the frigate level, like the boat, and the challenge was we had to go through the whole level without firing a single bullet, and all you could do was chop people.
Chop.
So you run around the boat just going just chopping the back of people's necks, and
get out of here.
And it's such a good memory. I wonder if I could still do it. But,
that's funny. For me, and Barry, you're gonna respect this one. My favorite game on the N64 was No Mercy.
No Mercy. Wow. Great game.
I never played it though. I nenever played it.
Really?
Yeah, of all people, I never played it.
To me, it's the best wrestling game ever.
It is definitely.
You had the creator mode and all that stuff, but you had storylines that were there in wrestling today, and you would have decisions to make. Someone would approach you in the back and they would want to partner with you, but if you said no, you could be wrestling, and then they come out and try to attack you in the middle of the match. And dude, it was just awesome. But at the time, what was cool was I was doing this thing on AOL called eFeds, and it was basically just e-wrestling. So you would type up scripts and stuff. It was all reading. It was nothing, and it was all mindset. So what would happen is you'd have a president or a commissioner of the federation, and he would pit two people against each other, and then you have a week to cut promos, but you're typing them up, and then the commissioner there would be a limit, like you could do 3 in the week. You could cut 3 promos in a week, and then whoever cut the best promos that week would win the match. But the commissioner would determine it by typing up a match that took place. So when that game came out, a lot of us were all playing it. So then we all started trading our creative wrestlers, because you could actually go in and they would be like, move number 6, move number 7, and you would pick them, and then all of a sudden you could play with your friends' characters in your game.
That's cool.
It was awesome. So I had like 15, 20 different wrestlers that were in there with us and stuff. Like, it was just awesome. So
I had a bugged version of No Mercy, because one of the first runs, the first prints of that game, there was some weird error in the cartridge that when you saved your game, randomly it would just delete your save file. So I'd be like going through the career, and then like next time I load it up, there's no save file anymore.
Yeah.
And they did fix it, and they re-released it, but I've got a dodgy copy.
Thank God I didn't get that, because I would have been so upset.
Yeah.
My copy worked perfectly, but we all used to play that too. We used to wrestle all the time with that.
We used to play this other wrestling game called Warzone. WWF Warzone.
That was terrible.
I actually, it was a bad wrestling game, but it was fun. Like, we used to play multiplayer on that, and I'm sure that had a character mode on it as well. I think
that's kind of what started it. That one.
Yeah.
That kind of began it all, and then Acclaim that was Acclaim's game, right?
Yeah.
And then Acclaim went out of business, and then THQ picked up and took off with it.
We had this legendary match with these created characters. I had this character called Fuji, and he was this like massively overweight wrestler, and every single one of his stats was at 0, like as low as you could put your stats. And then my brother had this character called Poo Pants Paul, right? Who was this ultra skinny guy, right? And like, I don't know, his stats weren't great either, but he was like better. And we had this match, and I was beating him down. Like, somehow I was winning with my low stat fat character, right? And then I beat him down, and he was on the floor like dazed. And I climbed up on one of the corner ropes, and I did this move where I was gonna like jump off and slam on him. And as I jumped off, his character rolled out of the way and stood up. So my character just slammed face down on the mat, and for some reason he would not get up. Like, I was there like bashing my controller trying to get this character to get up and wake up. And it was literally like 5 minutes before he even moved, and it was like this legendary match. We was in tears of laughter. It's so funny. Like, I thought my character had died. Literally.
Oh God.
Any of you ever played WCW NWO Revenge?
I never did, but I heard that game was really good. But
It was
I never
really
played
good.
it. I just wasn't in the WCW then. Like, I was a huge.
I got it years later.
Yeah, I was a huge Stone Cold fan, and so for me that was like the be all end all. I loved it, so that's why I went with No Mercy. But yeah, I'd always heard how WCW NWO was like a great game, but I just never got it. All right, let's jump into our game. We're gonna jump into Get Your Facts Straight.
Who won last time, Bobby?
It's been a while. I can't remember.
You can't remember? I remember. I remember very, very well. I wiped the floor with you, Bobby.
You didn't wipe the floor. You beat me by 1 point, man.
No, I got like 4 questions right in a row.
And I got 3. That's not wiping the floor.
You got to a point where I didn't need to answer any more questions because I've already won.
Listen, let me tell you something. All right, we're gonna lay it out right now.
Yeah.
After as many times as you lost, I would be bragging about the one time you finally win.
Yeah, but it was a flawless victory. It was
not flawless.
It was.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So, for those that don't know, how we play this game is each of us have brought 3 facts with them to the table. We will each take turns reading off one of our facts. Then the other 2 people will have to say whether that fact is true or false. If you get it right, you get a point. And we do a couple rounds, and then after that, the winner will be determined. If there's a tie, then we read our 3rd fact. Toby, I'll let you go first. What is your first fact?
Ooh, all right. My first fact is a SteamWorld Heist fact.
Oh.
SteamWorld Heist features a banana split Easter egg based on an inside joke in The Office.
Dude, this bothers me.
Why does it bother you?
This bothers me because I'm not 100%, and I should know this if it is the case.
Yeah, you
Mr.
should.
Ambassador.
So it makes me wonder if you... This is BS. It's probably something that you and Julius talked about on the side. That's why you know it. Oh. Man. So there's a banana split in the game. See, I think there's a banana split in the game. But I don't think that's why it's in the game. And that's why... Oh! Son of a gun.
This is so good.
I'm going to say false. Barry, what do you think?
I'm going to say true.
It is true.
Oh!
And I did confer with Julius this morning.
This morning?
This morning.
Oh, Julius, I don't like you no more. Oh, that's so... Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. Inside joke in The Office. Banana split.
I don't like the fact that Julius is getting involved in these games.
You gotta take advantage of your contacts.
Apparently so. That's horrible. All right, I'll read I'll read my first fact. Okay, so Konami. In the original game Contra, the game... Okay, so the game was to be originally based around Rambo and Predator, as the characters on the title screen and such looked very similar to Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They were actually going to call the game Predator, and it was going to be a Predator game, but they couldn't land the IP in time and make it work, so they just scratched it and called the game Contra. True or false?
I'm thinking false on this one.
Careful, Barry.
Bobby's little grin.
True or false, Barry?
I'm going to say false as well.
Yeah, I just made that up.
Yeah.
Just totally made that up. Go ahead, Barry. What's your first fact?
Okay. Rapper Eminem is a playable character in WWF Just Bring It. True or false?
What the hell? In what version of the game?
Just Bring It? The first PS2 game. No Googling.
No. I say false.
You know what? I've got a feeling, because I know he's in at least one video game. I think it might be a boxing game. Because there was that like rapper like Def Jam game, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was in that. I don't know. I'm gonna say true.
The answer is false. It was actually Fred Durst.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're right. Okay.
Oh,
so after the first... Man, thank God I got that right. I was starting to sweat, man. Starting to panic. I was like, if I get this wrong, that'll be 3. Okay.
I have 2 points. I'm winning.
Okay, yes. So after the first round, Toby has 1 point, Barry has 2, and I have 1. Toby, what is your next fact?
You're gonna love this fact, Bob.
And let me guess, a Sonic fact.
You're gonna love it. The current voice actor for Sonic is also the voice of Batman in the Arkham Origins games?
False.
Yeah, definitely false.
I'm sorry, guys, but that's true.
Get out of here!
Yep. Look it up on IMDb. Arkham Origins and Arkham Origins Blackgate, Batman / Bruce Wayne, voiced by the same guy who voices Sonic. You know what? He's in a lot of games that you wouldn't think he was in. He was in Dying Light as one of the main characters. He was in. He plays Chris Redfield in the Resident Evil games.
Shut up. Just stop. Such BS.
My Sonic fact got you, Bobby.
Okay. Mega Man. Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. They were created based on Albert Einstein and Thomas Edison. Although he was based on the idea of Thomas Edison, the Dr. Light character design was based on Santa Claus. True or false?
I'm waiting for Barry on this one. He's on a
this guy, he's gonna go to the old standby. Like, let me let the guy answer first, and then I'll come in.
No, Barry seems very knowledgeable, so I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna say true.
Is that what you said, Barry? You said true?
I said true, yeah.
Okay. That is true. That is
Yes!
See, don't get out of here with your nonsense.
I thought it was true anyway because of the beard thing, but then, you know...
Yeah.
Barry knows
Barry.
best.
What is your next fact, Barry?
Let's see. Hold on. Okay, here's a good one. Popeye was meant to be in the original Donkey Kong game. True or false?
You're going to have to pick another fact because we've already had this one recently.
We did.
Really?
We just did I read this fact like 2 weeks ago. So if you have another fact, because otherwise it's cheating and Toby's going to get it right and then we're going to...
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Let's see. Okay. Toad and Captain Toad are the same character. True or false?
Yeah,
there's a lot of different Toads.
I'm going to let Toby answer first this time.
Toby or Toady?
There are a lot of different Toads. I mean, Mario Galaxy is full of different Toads.
Come on, Hobbit.
True or false?
True or false, Hobbit?
Hobbit.
Like one of those. Like, is Toad Toad, or is Toad just a name for what Toads are?
Is it the same?
There's Toadette.
Character.
There's like the granddad Toad. What's his name?
He asked you if the Toad,
Toadsworth,
Captain Toad, is the same as the Toad. Is it true or false?
I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna say false.
Bobby is correct because
Oh my god! I hate you, Barry.
I knew what it was.
If you play Super Mario 3D World, you'll see that Toad and Captain Toad are extremely different.
You're completely right. I remember now. Oh, yeah. He's in Galaxy as well, isn't he?
Yep.
On one of the little mushroom spaceships.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I'm so sad right now.
Okay, so at the end of the day, Barry won. Congratulations, Barry.
First time on the show. Thank you very much.
First time on the show, you took it. I give you props. And Toby and I tied for second place. So.
Okay, hold on. Let's have a tiebreaker now between the two of you.
Now we're gonna end the show now because I don't want to listen.
Yeah, Bobby doesn't want to risk losing.
No, that's fine. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, really?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Get ready, Toby.
All right, bring it, Barry.
Okay, let's see. I want to see if this is correct now. Nintendo recently enough created their first brown-skinned character. True or false?
False.
Bobby?
False.
I'm going to say true because look at this.
I was thinking the Splatoon character, but I'm sure.
That's not. All right, we're done. Get out of here. So that is all. What the heck? Thank you guys for listening to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, watching us on YouTube if that's how you watched us. Barry, let everybody know where they can follow you, they can catch you, and all that good stuff. Let them know.
Well, first of all, I am not a Pokemon, so you cannot catch me. And if you follow me, you're just stalking me.
That's fine.
Okay, you can find me on social media, YouTube, Twitter, I guess Instagram and Twitch as well, Nintendo Impact Gaming. And Bobby and Toby, thanks for having me on the show. Much appreciated.
Thanks for coming.
I encourage everybody to go check out his YouTube channel. Subscribe, watch his videos. He's got some good stuff. He does a lot of indie developer stuff. Like he's in contact with a lot of indie teams and all that, and does a lot of first look stuff and all that. So I really encourage anybody to go check out his work. You can follow Toby, Twitter at Toby's_take, Instagram at Amiibo_workshop.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that had the underscore or not. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter at Nintendo Gurus. That is all. Peace, mother.
Bye.
You have to say bye like that?
Yeah, that's my trademark bye.
Stay fresh.
Yeah, it's like an old lady when you do that.
What do you always say? See me later.
You know what?
Now listen